Good morning, and welcome back to Bitter-Swede Garage, and happy Thanksgiving. It's Thursday morning, Thanksgiving Day, and I'm thankful for the latest truck I got for $1. I'll explain that later. Got the tools loaded up. I'm pretty sure I might know what the problem is. It doesn't run, naturally. That's why I buy things. So anyway, got my battery, got some tools, and well, let's go see if we can get it running. Well, there she is, my $1 truck. It's a little rough, turns over, won't stay running. But give you a little backstory. This truck belonged to my buddy Steve. Steve moved to Wisconsin. He gave it to my friend Tim. Tim moved to Washington, Oregon, somewhere on the West Coast. And he sold it to my buddy Ben. And then Ben drove it home, stopped running. Didn't want to mess with it anymore. Didn't need it. Sold it to me for $1. So everyone sold it to each other for $1. And probably because it's a basket case. So I signed up. Let's see what we can do. Upon initial inspection, it's really not too bad on the inside. Battery's dead. Let's see, it's got 213,124. Oh, the battery's coming back to life. Will it turn over? No. All right. I got one key, so don't lose that. It's got some rust, especially right here. Tires are bald, you know, all the things you expect from a $1 truck. So Ben told me turns over, kinda will run, but as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator, it dies. So doing a little Google research, I think I found the problem, but I'm gonna put a battery in it, see what it does, see kind of see the symptoms. Well, it's complete under here. It does have a battery. It's a little dusty, but yeah, switch that out. Well, battery sort of fits in here, but might as well clean up these terminals. It's been a while. This is a new one for me. You know how your battery clamps get stretched? Somebody shoved a penny in there, which, you know, it's not really copper coated, I guess, maybe, but they don't make pennies anymore, so that's worth some money, and it kind of helps. Well, between the worn out battery posts and the worn out clamps, I'm sure that's gonna work. Guess I should check to make sure it has oil. Oh yeah, plenty of oil. Leave that alone, like we never touched it. Well, the new battery's hooked up. All right. Oh yeah, the buzzer works. It's got 4 buzzers. Not enough juice. Dang it. Well, I did bring jumper cables. Probably just loose. So this truck has been sitting a while. I'm sure it's just the battery, but I think I might crawl down underneath there and see if I can turn the engine over with the wrench, just to make sure that it's not stuck. Well, that's not gonna work. The harmonic balancer bolt on the, or the crank bolt, whatever you want to call it, on the front of the engine is like, it's only a, what is this, a 2 or a 318 or 3, it's a 5.2 liter V8 of power. I happen to bring these, so maybe I can put this on the power steering pump bolt and turn it that way. All right, got to fit in there. Oh yeah. Can't see this, but the crank is turning, which this worked out pretty good actually. See if I can get it to... Oh yeah. Well, it's definitely not stuck. It's not even really crunchy anywhere. So, all right, I got to turn over 360, so it's not stuck. Probably just my crappy battery. Well, I've also not heard good things about Dodge starters, so I don't really have a hammer. We'll just give it a little tickle. Wake up, little buddy, as Derek would say. That probably did nothing. Let's try this again. Now, I just don't think I got the juice. Well, hook up the jumper cables. Got the jumper cables hooked up. Shut the door, because that's annoying. See what she does. Okay. Yep. Just so as long as you rev it up. Oh, it's staying running. Come on, baby. I'm gonna take my foot off the... Yep. So I'm pretty sure I know what that is. So, based on my extensive research, got this little bad boy right now. Air idle control valve, or control idle valve, idle air. Anyway, this little doodad goes on the back of the throttle body back there. So it did run, so that's a good sign. It just doesn't want to stay running, so let's see what we can do. So the one back here, I'm assuming it's the same screws. Yeah, I just need to reach back in here, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna mess with that. And hey, Mark, can you get me the extension? Mark. Oh yeah, Mark's not here. He's never here when I actually need him. And what you really want to do is carefully drop these screws down into the abyss where you never see them again. Anyway, I'm still getting these out. Well, this is what I get for joking about that. I did drop one of the screws. I did hear it fall all the way to the ground, but it's the same color as all the rocks. Great. Success. I kind of rolled down the transmission a little bit. Right there. All right. Well, crisis avoided. Well, that doesn't look the same. Just kidding. Pull this off. Yep. Looks to be the same to me. Original engine management. I don't know if that's supposed to slide in, but I'm not really gonna mess with that. This one feels looser, so okay. All right, going back in wasn't too bad. Just gonna hook up the electronicals. Only after all that, if it didn't fit. Okay. See if it'll start without putting the jumper cables on it. I doubt it. Yep. Okay. fine. This thing is sounding real nice, by the way. Starts up great. All right, back to the buzzers. Here we go. Nope, didn't fix it. Weird. Well, I got it running, but I have to keep it at 2,000. I don't hear any bad engine noises, so that's good. It's got oil pressure. I don't know if it's great, but 40, I guess that's fine. So it's got gas. So maybe if I just warm it up a little bit, it'll fix itself. So it almost kind of sounded like I had a massive air leak, vacuum leak. I'm looking at this tube here. Look at that. That should be attached to something. So let's figure that out. Well, I plugged this with a screwdriver, see if that does anything. But it's definitely crunchy because it got hot, melted. I think the other side of it is down behind the engine, but it doesn't quite reach because, you know, there's pieces of it missing. All right, screwdriver plug test, take one. Nope. Not it. All right, I believe this is my mass airflow sensor. And I just happened to bring this cure-all. So I'll either fix it or ruin it, or nothing will change. All right, so this is weird. I took the old one, I plugged it into the fitting, and so it's not actually hooked up, but it's running. So maybe the brand new part that I bought, it's possible that it's no good. But now it's sitting here idling without the idle air control valve thing plugged in. So I don't know if it was like plugging it. I don't know what happens when we rev it. I mean, it dives way down, but it stayed running. I'll try a little experiment here. Still got it unplugged. So if I plug it in, will it shut it off? Nope. Okay. So maybe I fixed it. I don't know if it's my I don't think that's doing anything. Okay, well, yeah. I probably shouldn't try to drive this home because, well, the battery's dead. And if it stalls because the idle's weird, I won't be able to start it again. So I'll probably get the lift back down here, jump it again, then drive it home. Because I really don't want to trailer it. It's a big pain in the butt. So it's running. Well, the heater appears to work. Guess I should see if the transmission's gonna go in gear. Oh yeah. Do I have brakes? Yep. We'll go forward. Yep. Hey, it stops going forwards and backwards. That's good. All right, we got both tail lights. Headlights and bonus fog lights. So, you know, it's all because it's a sport. Well, got it up to temperature, so I'm gonna shut it off, and it's gonna not turn back on again because the battery's dead. Yep. But we got it to run. So just gotta figure out how I'm gonna shuttle it back and forth, but not bad for $1. Well, I guess I paid 40 bucks for the new air idle control valve or whatever that thing is, so we're $41 into this. That's what I need. There we go. All right, so I got some coolant and got my daughter to shuttle me over there, so hopefully we can keep it running long enough to get it home. Well, I got this dinky little thing airing up my tire, so that should take 20 minutes. Well, it's day 2. I'm headed back out to the truck right now. It's Black Friday, so I guess I'm shopping for Dodge parts. So went back to get it running and bring it home, and do the same thing. Wouldn't stay running. So we'll see what we can do today. One thing I noticed from yesterday after my failed attempt was I was looking through this box, and that was inside. Now I don't remember if that was, it probably needs to go on. It's probably important. So I'm going to take that idle air control valve off, clean out the spot a little better. I got a little brush, and then it's probably missing this, which is probably important. So let's give that a go. Well, it has the O-ring on it, so that might have been from the old one. I just shoved it back in the box. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna clean up this port back here with a little brush. So here we go. All right, it's running. So hopefully I don't stall it because the battery's dead, and I have no way of jumping it. So I cleaned up that port, put it back in there, fired right up. So I don't know if it was dirty or what. So anyway, here we go. Well, it seems to be driving okay. I can actually hear the air coming through that valve, so it makes me think maybe my new part is not working. Like it's just stuck open now, but at least now it has air. Maybe ABS lights on, brake lights on, so it needs some work, but it's running, driving, stopping. So try to get it home real quick and then go back and get my other truck. Well, I made it home. You know, for $1, not a bad truck. It shifted really good. Drove down the interstate, got it up to 80, no problem. So I'd like to thank Steve, Tim, Ben, and there's probably some other people in there that bought this truck and then just decided not to keep it. So we'll see what we're gonna do with it. I don't know if I'm gonna fix it up. I don't really want to spend a lot of money on it because, well, I only paid $1 for it. So, well, I guess 40 bucks for the solenoid thing, the valve, $1 for the purchase price. So for $41, not a bad deal. So that's it for today. Happy Thanksgiving once again. Thanks for checking us out, and make sure to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Appreciate you. See you next time. Sport mode!
Well, would you look at that? I made those 2 tires burn out that's got 2 tires of fire. Well, that's pretty neat.